Alright, YouTube fam. Christmas is coming up. At the time I'm recording this, it is the end of March. Last week of March. Or last week and a half of March. So it's not winter. Christmas is coming out really strong. It's funny because I was at the library yesterday and they had a lot of Christmas books in the toddler book section. I was picking out some books for my kid and there's just a lot of holiday books, a lot of Christmas books. So Yule holidays, winter solstice holidays, I don't know, something important happened during that time, this past holiday season. The counselor, okay, you started counseling around the holidays. Possibly. That's weird. Okay, this deck just wants to explode. Seeds, Easter, spring, intuition. Couples counseling. Yeah, couples counseling. This might be triggering for some of you, but a miscarriage could be significant. Use your intuition. What have you learned from counseling? Maybe this wasn't meant to be. Those aren't my words. That's just what I'm picking up. I don't. Holy These two cards popping up together is really urging you to reevaluate your life path, and your choices. Yeah. Something about the maiden, the blockage for the maiden is important. Yeah, fertility. Maybe it's not a miscarriage, but infertility. And I'm really I'm sorry it doesn't feel like enough. But this isn't something that's it's not meant for you. Parenthood is meant for you. It's just not with this person, is what I'm picking up. That's wild. Okay, so potential blockage. Maiden asks you to look at your dreams and aspirations. Are you acting from a place of genuine love and desire to improve yourself, or are you resisting because you want things to go your way without a care for others? When we choose to follow our path, it is not always possible to avoid hurting or saying no to those we care for. However, we can say no with mindfulness, empathy, and understanding. Be firm but kind. Be clear when expressing your desires and goals. Take into account the needs and feelings of others and avoid behavior that makes you appear childish or selfish. This behavior will not help others understand your decisions or respect your choice to walk your own path. Okay, so maybe this is something you know already. You're just, after everything you've been through with this person, it's not an easy choice to make, or not necessarily, it's an easy choice for you to make, but it makes you feel guilty, right? Excuse the slurping, this is really hot. Intuition, discernment. Is this what's best for you? Is this best for this significant other? This came out in the reverse. Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, you got a couple. Right? Is this what's best for you? Is this what's best for them? Because in keeping yourself from your truth, you're keeping them from your truth, from their truth, from their true divine counterpart, from a real relationship with someone else. You're keeping yourself from building the family you envision. You're keeping yourself away from your true path, away from your divine counterpart, away from the family you envision because of your beliefs, because of your notions. This person's married. This is a married couple. There has been legal, serious commitments made, and it just makes everything that much harder, doesn't it? It's okay to get divorced. It is okay to accept that, this wasn't what you thought it was meant to be, and maybe there's no hostility. This is probably why it's so hard. There's no hostility towards this person, but so it makes it so much harder. Like, you almost wish that this person cheated. That way it would make it easier for you to leave them, so you would have a better reason. But this is a good enough reason for you guys to grow and develop independently and have your to grow in your own destiny, in your own true path. Let's just read up on what the journey, not just like not the whole thing, just like the keywords. Experience, the past, cause and effect, consequence, environment, external influences. Is there somebody that's encouraging you that's telling you, not encouraging you, that's telling you that because you're married? I said a legal binding marriage, didn't I? This is a religious binding. This is a spiritual binding. So I'm not sure. I was raised Catholic. I no longer adhere to that religion. I'm not sure if Christians are the same. But when you get married through the Catholic Church, you're bound for life. It's a soul contract. You might need to do a cord cutting. Lutheran churches allow divorce, which is a sect of Christianity, and Catholicism. Find what applies to you. The 5 of water in the reverse is interesting. Loss, self-pity, blame. Stop feeling bad for yourself. I know this is a very difficult situation, but you were young. You were very young. You were young when this first union took place. The 5 of water reverse is a gentle reminder that while it's okay to feel hard done but now and then, and to allow ourselves to be swept up in one of life's many dramas, it does not serve us well to embrace a victim mindset on a long-term or permanent basis. Yeah, so this isn't your fault, this isn't theirs fault, this isn't anybody's fault. It's just the ending of a chapter. Okay? Unwilling to abide by rules that maintain order, harmony, youth revels. The youth refuses to give in and may be unwary. Okay, to see that he is guilty or of selfishness. When the youth appears reversed in your reading, ask yourself if you are running away from a situation that could be resolved with communication and compromise. Instead, be open and empathetic. So maybe there's a lot of things you guys need to talk about. Okay? Maybe there needs to be a separation in order for people to work on their own inner shadows, to do the inner work independently and then come to a union. But this infertility, whichever one of the two of you is experiencing the physical infertility, and I don't know if there has been, after this long, there's definitely been medical treatment. But the person I'm speaking to isn't the infertile one. Okay, I understand where this guilt is coming from. It's your significant other who's the infertile one. And you feel like if you move on to another relationship just to build a new family, that's not right. That's not the reason why. There's very clearly a bunch of other issues involved, like this, such a young union. Like, you guys might still be very young and not even in your 30s yet. So you have plenty of time ahead of you. If this is a female, you might feel like your biological clock is ticking. Okay, don't stress too much about that. Science has come a long way. And you never know, divine timing, okay? Let me share something with you guys. I never got checked up for it, not until more recent years, but I thought I was infertile myself for over a decade. My high school sweetheart, we broke up. I had the sense that it's because I wasn't getting pregnant, but we weren't married. By the time we broke up, I was 20. It was the week of my 20th birthday when we broke up. And then 3 years later, he got married. He had a kid. And we never used protection, so I didn't understand why I wasn't getting pregnant. Okay? So some things are just divine timing. So 11 years later, and because of not being mentally healthy and toxic behavior and patterns and such things, every relationship, I was on and off relationships forever, and every relationship I did get in, it was always unprotected. Every time unprotected. Some guardian angel was making sure I wasn't catching any viral anythings, or unwanted pregnancies. I believe that with my soul, because I was not sure. Because I never got tested, I was not sure. I wasn't 100% sure that I was infertile. So when I started having problems with my reproductive system, I had a sterilizing procedure done. And 6 weeks later, I found out I was 6 weeks pregnant, okay? That child snuck in because they knew it was their only chance, okay? That soul snuck in because they knew it was their only chance to come through into this family, okay? And even with my son's father, we'd been together for 4 to 5 years when I found out I was pregnant. Again, unprotected the entire time. I never even had a scare. And this kid just came out of nowhere, okay? Divine timing. And I was 29 when I found out I was pregnant. So it was just before I turned 30. All right? I was pregnant during my 30th birthday. So don't don't get hung up on the biological clock, on the relationships, lost relationships, wasted time. Victim mentality leads to hindering choices. Shed the old skin. Let it go. This is probably a relationship that needed to end before the year of the snake ended, and it's just so much more chaotic right now because we're in the year of the fire horse, where you should be taking charge of your life and moving towards a more positive direction, and you're refusing to shed the old. Okay? So it's time to let go. Yeah, I think it's time you start having that conversation with your couples counselor about where this is truly headed. And I'm truly sorry about everything you guys are going through. This person's the significant other in question with the actual infertility problem. They're going through it and they're gonna go through it. But it's not on you. You're not their parent. You are not their counselor. They need to figure out their own life. And you need to figure out yours. Ooh. Kundalini Shakti. Significant inner shifts are taking place. Energies are beginning to move in new ways. You may feel that resolution is hard to pin down at this time. Lean into unfamiliar territory with boldness, temperament, by patience. Maybe this is even someone you grew up with, you always envisioned marrying. Again, reevaluate your biases, your beliefs, your personal dogmas, your religions, your politics. You will become capable of many things on many levels that you were not capable of accomplishing previously. You shall arise, a fresh path is signified. So that your path, your true path is already laid down for you. You just have to walk it. Okay, last card. Kapali. Tune into the spiritual power within you. It is beyond what society understands and can offer you. It will nourish, protect, inspire, and guide you through any troubles. Yeah, so this is a very spiritual person that I'm speaking to. Like I said, there's probably a spiritual religious union, not just a legal one. So you are very bound tight by your faith. So hang on to that, okay? Even if people don't understand, you hang on to your faith. You hang on to your inner strength. It will nourish, protect, inspire, and guide you through any troubles. If your path is diverging from your original plans or is out of sync with those around you, trust that what is happening and know that you are within God's care. Okay? And use discernment. I know there's many people watching these readings. Not everything here applies for everyone. So please use discernment. And if you know that this is 100% for you, don't make any major decisions without speaking to the counselor about it, okay? You're already there. You don't need to find a new counselor. You're already in there. This is a reading for a couple who is already in counseling since around the holidays time, and there is a major infertility problem. Okay? Take what applies. Thank you for joining me in my creative space. My name is Naraya. And thank you for choosing yourself. Thank you for loving yourself and loving others the way you wished others loved you.